I'm here at the Toledo RC Model Expo with Mike from Robart. Mike, how are you?
Doing real well. Thanks, Chris. Good to see you.
It's great to see you. So I understand that we've got a couple of new products that you want to show off today, but you've also got some resources for customers that you'd like to show off a little bit too.
Oh, definitely. So everybody knows of Robart through our giant scale, all the pneumatic landing gear that's been out there. But some of you who haven't gone to the website, if you go to robart.com, click on the gear finder, what you're going to find here is a list of all sorts of different kit manufacturers, ARFs, RTFs. And then as you click on them, all the different planes. All right. So now let's go ahead and pick the P51. You've got it in pneumatic or electric, so you go ahead and click on either one you'd like. And then if you're still not sure if this is the right gear for you, dimension drawings are available for most of our gear that are out there. And then a pop-up window will come up. So the builder can go ahead and check that gear, make sure that it's going to fit in really nice.
That's really great. So if I've got one of these kits, I'm not sure exactly what kind of gear I need. I can rely on the expertise that Robart has to guide me directly to the products that are going to make me successful.
You bet, definitely.
Well, I understand as we're talking about products that will make me successful, we've got a couple of new things that Robart wants to show off this year at the Toledo show.
So right here what we've got is we've got our two new gear. Now the 612E, this is brand new to Robart. Robart's always been known for the giant scale stuff, right? We've got all the big Zeroli gear, we've got the pneumatics, all right? So now let's help out the guy that's out there that wants to build something small, get started putting some retracts in these planes and really get a nice scale look, all right? So our new 612 series in electric, where the E comes from, it's going to fit into the 25 to 40 size airplanes. So we're talking 2 to 5 pound airplanes. Nothing huge. Let's get out, have some fun. Let's get these planes up in the air. All right. It is electric, and then wire kits are available. Now, what's the difference between Robart electric and some of the other electrics that are out there? This is going to come with our amp out technology. Your control box that's going to come with it. All right. You take the receiver, you plug it into the control box. The control box then goes to the gear. Something happens, it gets hung up. All the power is shut off to your motor. So now we're not draining batteries, we're not running out our actuators. The other one down here is our 615E. The 615, we've always had a pneumatic, and now we're bringing out an electric. We've had the 810s as our rotator. The 810 electric has been great, but our actuator is a little too big. It doesn't fit really nice into a lot of planes. It's going to be a great drop-in for those Corsairs and those P40s that are out there.
Well, I'm here with Mark from Electronic Model Systems. Mark, how are you doing?
Very good, very good. How are you?
I am great. I'm happy to be here. So I was hoping you could take a moment to tell us just a little bit about Electronic Model Systems and some of the things you guys carry.
We were founded by me in 1969, and I've been doing the Toledo show, I think, ever since then. So we carry glue. We carried Bob Smith right now. We carry the high-tech line, the full high-tech line. We carry our own line of connectors and extensions and servos.
Well, it looks like, from what I can see here, this huge spread of products, I could get probably everything except the airplane here.
Everything but the airplane and motor.
Very good. And you know, with all of that experience, you've been doing this so long, I'm sure that Electronic Model Systems is a great resource for folks. If somebody has a question about exactly what product they should purchase, how can they get a hold of you?
Well, our phone number is 800-845-8978. That's the free line. We have a website at emsjomar.com, and that has our full catalog online.
Very, very good. And if I want to make a purchase, can I do that through the website as well?
Through the website as well.
Awesome.
All Discover, MasterCard, Visa, and American Express credit cards.
Very good. Well, Mark, anything else you'd like to share about Electronic Model Systems with our viewers?
The greatest company in the world.
Hey, I can't disagree based on what I'm seeing here. Thanks so much for taking some time with us. I really, really appreciate it, and congratulations on a very rich history with the show here. Well, I'm very excited to be here this afternoon with Jim Broberg. Jim, how are you, sir?
Doing good, Chris. How are you?
I am doing great. Well, I was hoping you could take a moment to tell our viewers a little bit about your company and about a pretty cool product that you brought to the show this year.
Oh, great. Well, we've been in business for 58 years. We're kind of one of the originators in the industry. My dad started the business, and we've got, I think, well over 1,000 products for the RC industry. And I'd like to show you one of our products called the Easy Bender real quick.
That sounds great. You know, you guys are sponsoring our July issue of Model Aviation, which is our how-to issue,
Right.
And it seems like no better person to do that than you. And why don't you show us how to use the Easy Bender?
All right, let's do it. First of all, the way the tool is, you can either take and mount this either in a vise, or you can mount it on a board or your work bench if you wish. So right here, it comes with a couple different size dies, depending on the wire that you want to bend. Right here, we're bending 032. So what you do is just place in there, and then one bend, you get a perfect Z bend. Now at the same time, let's say we wanted to do kind of an offset angle on this. You can put it in there. It's got a single pin on this side, and we could do a right angle bend or whatever degree you wanted to do. So it's a pretty unique tool. It comes in a couple different sizes. One does from 015 to 047. The other one will do from 062 to 093. The only thing I'll stretch on the bigger one, like the 093, the 440 push rod, is you cannot use hardened music wire. It won't handle that. But like the Dubro push rods, it'll handle just fine.
I'll tell you what, I've read so many times in the magazine, guys talking about doing this with needle nose pliers. There's no reason to do that. Get an Easy Bender. If I want to get one of these, how much is it going to set me back, and where should I go?
They're going to range somewhere in the $25 range in the stores. Yep.
Very cool. And if I want to place an order, can I do that at the website?
Dubro.com.
Awesome. Thanks so much for showing that off. Thanks
you.
a lot for coming to the show. Very excited to see it, and we'll be seeing that name a lot again in the July issue of Model Aviation.
Sounds good.
Well, I'm here with Bill Stevens from Stevens Aero Model. Bill, how are you?
I'm doing great, Chris. Thank you.
Great. So I wanted to talk with you a little bit about Balsa Builder. You guys have a great publication for those builders among us.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. The feedback on Balsa Builder has been excellent so far. You know, our intent here was to get quarterly information in the hands of builders or would-be builders. Folks that are looking for they're just cutting their teeth and looking for advice on how to start cutting balsa wood, or even more advanced topics, finishing off their model airplanes, things like that. We want to in the platform feature a complete learning experience. In other words, each quarter we're going to teach some new skills, and we're going to apply those skills through a plan set that's been delivered with the magazine. The subscription's available digitally or in print. In print's certainly the way to go if you're a builder. I haven't figured out how to put push pins into my iPad yet.
Not more than once.
Not more than once, no. But anyways, this is how it's delivered. It's wrapped up nicely in a cellophane wrap. The magazine itself then ships with typically 2 plans-built projects. And the plans are, delivered full size here. You can see full-size plans with the part templates and all of that sort of thing on them. We do everything from larger park flyers, sport electrics, down to, for instance, the little P18 design we offered last quarter, which is for the Mace P18 event. So we do small rubber indoor, sport electric. We did a diesel. We've done, just kind of a whole array of options there. So
Very cool. Well, if folks want to learn more about Balsa Builder, how can they do that?
go to balsabuilder.com. We have, samples of the publication out there available for download, as well as they can sign up there and start receiving the magazine either digitally or quarterly in print.
Very cool. Well, great resource there for the builders among us. If you haven't done it already, head over to balsabuilder.com. Check out the magazine. Thanks so much for taking some time with us.
Yes, I appreciate it.
Well, I'm here this afternoon with Terry from Rich's Brew. Terry, how are you?
We're doing great. We're having a good show.
That's great to hear. So I was hoping you could take a moment and tell our viewers a little bit about Rich's Brew.
Well, Rich's Brew started out with Randy's dad, Red or Dickie Rich, kind of one of those prolific pylon racers, 1964. And they've been coming here for about 30 years. This is our 30th time.
Awesome. Well, first of all, very much appreciate your sponsorship of the Nats each summer. And if someone wants to learn more about Rich's Brew, where could they go?
Well, we got a website, it'll be richesbrew.com. And we also have a hobby shop in Houston. We ship worldwide, so be okay with us. We're ready to go.
Awesome. Well, next time that you're ready to fuel up, head over to Rich's Brew, order up what sounds like some of the finest fuel you can get your hands on.
That's right. We try.
Yeah, this is our first year in here from about 5 years. So we brought in, Diamond's been in existence for 35 years. San Diego, Florida, now in North Carolina. We brought in some of our new motors to display for the people, and servos, speed controls, motors, and our high-performance servos for DLG gliders. If you can see right in here, our Gunther motors, we just made a major change on them. We listened to the customers and things that they wanted changed in the motors, so we thought, why not try it? So we put on additional cooling on our new motors. We've got a bolt-on shaft adapter on top. You can put a 5mm on the bottom so you can mount it from either direction. Motor comes complete with all the top motor shaft and the bottom motor shaft, and it's all in the 28 series, 35 series, and 53 series motors.
Very
Just out
cool.
last week.
Very cool. And that's the great thing about coming to a show like this is you get to see the latest and the greatest in the flesh.
Yeah, including you guys.
Absolutely. Well, listen, if someone wants to learn more about these motors or learn more about Diamond, how can they do that?
There's several ways. You can always text us at Diamond Model Sport or at info@diamondmodelsports.com. You can call us. That's the best way to do it. And you can actually talk to a human and have some fun there. And we like to help everybody out on our website, www.diamondusa.com.
Superstar originally started in West Virginia, believe it or not. What they started out with is making the flat steel tail wheels. It's been probably one of the strongest, most durable tail wheels in the industry.
And I understand that you've got a new tail wheel product that you brought to the show. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. We got a new tail wheel that we have it in 3 different sizes. It'll handle airplanes from 20 pounds all the way to 100 pounds. So this one here is the 100-pound model. We also have them in 3rd scale and 1/4 scale, and they're a scaled-down version of the full-size Scott tail wheel.
Well, if somebody wants to learn more about the company, learn more about the tail wheels that you offer, how can they do that?
You can go to ohio-superstar.com.
Well, I'm here this afternoon with Denny from B&B Specialties. Denny, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
So tell us just a little bit about the company.
All right, we're 37 years old, and it was started by the Bennetts, both his father and Richard Bennett. And we've had to carry it on. We've lost both of them in the past. And I didn't want to see the business die, so I volunteered to kind of keep the company going forward and supplying these unique products that we've made for 37 years. One of our basic lines, of course, is our aluminum muffler. And we make it for all the popular engines, the Zenoas, the DLEs, the DAs. We do some custom work also for people on special applications, such as the one that's on display over here, where they needed a completely different routing of the exhaust. We were able to do that. Also, we've featured with our tanks. We make all of our own tank fittings. We make a line of engine mounts along with spring starters for the back of the engine to make it easy to start the engine. So it's all gasoline oriented, all the big gasoline engines.
Well, Denny, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to talk with us. Definitely take advantage of all that experience and take a look at the great product lineup. I hope you have a great show. So I would love it if you could tell our viewers a little bit about Stepcraft and then maybe show off some of the really cool products that you've got here.
Yeah, sure. Stepcraft is a manufacturer of a multifunction CNC system designed and engineered in Germany. One of the unique things with the Stepcraft machine is that we call them multifunction. What that means is we have several different size platforms, and for each platform you can buy different attachments to allow you to do various options. So for instance, we have 3D printing, we have CNC milling here, we have a laser engraver, and we've got a vinyl cutter that we're showing here at the show.
And what's really cool about that, and it's one of the things that really caught my eye the first time that I saw Stepcraft, is that you have all that different functionality, but these are all essentially the same platform, just with different
sizes. Yeah. Yep, they're just different sizes. So this machine right here is our 840. This is our largest machine. We're actually cutting out a puzzle right now. It's a F-15 puzzle. This is actually what the puzzle will look like when it's done. It's a 3D puzzle by a company called MakeCNC.com. So for a few dollars, you could buy the plans for it and then bring that into the software. We're using a 1/4-inch Baltic birch to cut it out. What's unique about this 840 is that this is one of the only desktop CNCs in the world that has an fully automatic tool changer. So this machine will the tools are lined up on the back of the system here, and when it's done with a certain tool, it'll put it back, then it'll grab the next tool and it'll keep cutting without you doing anything. Now this machine here, this is our 600 model. This is our drag knife attachment that's on here. This has a small blade, think of it like a vinyl cutter, and what we do in here, this was some vinyl sheets that we had that we just designed some quick designs. You could set the depth on the vinyl cutter for a wide variety of thicknesses of material. In this case, we set it to just go through the vinyl but not touch the backing paper. If you were doing monocoat to cover an airplane, you could do your graphics on this, cut all the way through. So you could start making custom graphics without having to go to a graphics supply shop. The attachment's only $129 if you already have a Stepcraft machine. So it's getting the best of all worlds as far as what you could do with the platform.
Very, very cool. Well, Eric, thanks so much for taking a few minutes to talk with us. I'll tell you, your booth has been so busy all weekend. I felt very fortunate to get a few minutes to steal you away. So thanks for spending some time with it. Best of luck this weekend. And if we don't see you sooner, we'll see you out at Expo. Well, I am here with Don Myers from TechBond. Don, how are you?
Doing great today. Thank you.
Fantastic. Well, I would love it if you could tell our viewers just a little bit about TechBond.
TechBond is a structural adhesive. It is an industrial quality glue, not household quality. It does what you need it to do when you need it done. What we're going to do is use our SI Blue, a structural adhesive, our activator accelerator, and our primer for the polyplastics.
It's obviously very, very capable adhesive there. If some of our viewers want to learn a little bit more about TechBond, how can they do that?
They can go to www.tbbonding.com.
Fantastic. Well, viewers, take a look at TechBond next time you've got something that needs to be glued. Don, thank you so much for taking the time to do this demonstration for us.